There is no doubt that the Cold War greatly promoted the development of human science and technology and greatly affected the pattern of the modern world. It can be said that if there was no Cold War, these media platforms that we use wouldn't even exist. We must recognize the positive aspects brought by the Cold War and understand the relationship between the nuclear weapons race and the space race with today's human science. Welcome back to our channel. Here, we are going to discuss the aftermath of Cold War in the current world. For those who have not watched part 1 of this topic, please watch it from the link given in the description. Let's start. Nuclear weapons in the Cold War are the embryonic forms of modern nuclear weapons. In modern times, nuclear weapons have stabilized relations between big powers because the consequences of nuclear weapons are unbearable to any country, so nuclear weapons on the other hand maintain order and peace in today's world. The development of nuclear weapons in the Cold War has given people a basic grasp of nuclear energy, which is inseparable from the exploration and discovery of early scientists. Nuclear energy is a sustainable energy source. It is not only an efficient and economical energy source, but also a clean and safe energy source. Power generation is widely used in modern nuclear power, which will provide solutions for future alternative energy sources. In addition, nuclear radiation is also widely used in the medical field, including radiotherapy, disinfection, perspective, X-ray, CT, and gamma knife. Space race. Space is another stage in the Cold War race. When the Soviet Union launched the world's first satellite, Sputnik 1, in October 1957, the Cold War entered space. This marked the official start of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. Americans are surprised but more panic. In response, the US Congress passed the National Defense Education Act, redesigned the school's curriculum, vigorously cultivated aerospace technology talents, and authorized an additional $1 billion in expenditure to promote US science and technology. The space race has increased the United States' investment in education. In 1958, the United States launched its own satellite, Explorer I, and the establishment of NASA under the order of President Eisenhower. NASA became the driving force behind the US space program. In 1959, the Soviet space program took another step forward with the launch of Luna 2, the first space probe to hit the moon. In April 1961, the Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first person to orbit Earth, traveling in the capsule-like spacecraft Vostok 1. On May 5, American astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American to enter space, even though he did not land on the moon. At the end of 1962, the United States established the foundation of NASA's lunar landing program, the Project Apollo. The US significantly increased funding for space exploration and new jobs after the Apollo program was established. Although the Apollo 1 program failed, huge capital investment and a large number of talents have enabled NASA technology to continue to improve rapidly. On July 20, 1969, Apollo 11 landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong was on the moon. He left his footprints and warned the United States in a landing of about 723 million people. More active research environment, more effective management, better fuel and machinery technology, and huge investment all determined that the United States was the winner of the space race. After meeting political needs, the United States and the Soviet Union slowed their pace of space exploration and started to cooperate. Great influence on modern times. The space race puts humans into unprecedented space and puts humans on the moon. The space race has enhanced the country's innovation and investment in education, cultivated many outstanding talents, and people's thinking has been further improved. As pioneers of space missions, the United States and the Soviet Union have helped their allies in space exploration and agreed to other countries to use their space stations for experiments to benefit all humanity. At the same time, space technology has also been applied to our daily lives. The Earth is now surrounded by huge satellite networks that provide continuous broadband communication and high-definition television, data for weather forecasting, navigation and positioning. And, of course, the Global Positioning System, GPS, which has almost changed the lives of people today, in navigation, parcel transportation, and self-driving cars are inseparable from it. Some of the technologies used in astronauts are now also used in daily life, such as artificial mechanical prostheses used by disabled people, high-energy food used by military personnel, and laptops precursors portable computers. It can be said that without the space race, humankind would not have achieved today. Finally, we can say without any doubt that, through the nuclear weapons race and space race, the Cold War greatly promoted the development of human science and technology and greatly affected the pattern of the modern world. It can be said that if there is no Cold War, human technology will stay in the World War II period. If you are more interested in these topics, please comment on us for more exploration. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and share it. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.